I'm still wanting casting directors to be able to give me my brief, because clearly there are two ends to it. I go through the side where, yes, maybe there's like a casting and they want an albino girl, but that hardly happens, by the way. And then there's the other end where, yes, you know, my agent sends me castings for a black girl, and I walk into a casting and the casting director says to me, "Oh, hi, are you here to cast for the black girl?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm here to cast for the black girl." But my response to that is to laugh. You know what I mean? I laugh at a lot of things. I don't take things that much to heart, because I understand that there's a level where the industry still hasn't metamorphosized into transitioning into that new sphere where everything is quite acceptable and hardy-da and okay. And they have clients as well who they still have to report back to. But there's just that element where if I say I'm going to cast as a black girl, okay, I will get asked, "Are you sure you're here to cast for a black girl?" Like, yes, I'm here. And then clearly it's like if there's a casting for a black and white girl, maybe in the same breath, then I get a casting director telling me, "I know you're not here for the white girl because you're not white." You know what I mean? So it's like, where do I fall in?
Man.
This girl's preaching to me. Because with me, because I work for white radio stations, do you know what I'm saying? So you'll find someone saying, "No, but we can't use Anele. Anele is for the white market." And I think to myself, have you walked out onto the street and literally asked every white person and every black person, "But can you relate with Anele? Do you talk to Anele?" I'm a broadcaster. I can talk to anyone, and I know that about myself. But like she said, you know, they've got clients to report back to, and clients want things in black and white. It's like, you know, this person appeals to these people, this person appeals to these people. And to me, that's not true, and that's why I've made it a point to break those barriers as well.
Yeah.
Like, and, you know, I'll speak as Xhosa. People are like, "Oh my word, we didn't know you could speak Xhosa because you work at white radio stations." I'm like, guys, what's a white radio station? Because I guarantee
And what's a black radio station?
And what's a black radio station? Because I guarantee you, when I put the microphone on, I am just talking to your ears. For instance, on a black magazine, like then, you know, like for True Love, do you think they'll ever put me on the cover? Because somewhere along the line in their mind, they're like, "No, she's more Cosmo, Marie Claire kind of girl," you know? Because, you know,
They do that,
she's got the white audience. And then, backed by the white people, they're like, "But we can't put her on our cover, she's a black girl." Do you know what I'm saying?
It's so true.
And you're like, "But I am numbers. I've got numbers. That's it." And it is a constant struggle. If there's a hip-hop concert that needs to be emceed, really, Anele isn't... She can do the rock ones, you know?
But I also have like similar problems, because coming from a beauty pageant background, man.
Girl, you stupid, you know that, right? You know nothing, though.
What do you know? You know,
why is she talking?
I've lost out. Exactly.
Why is the beauty queen talking?
Exactly. You know, and you'll be making valid points, and people actually don't listen. They just look at you because already in their head is, she's just a beauty queen.
Do you find that when you make the valid points, you get somebody taught her to say that look?
Yes. Oh, all the time. You did your research. Who told you to say that? You know. But I think with me, I got to break that when I did the LKG show, because then people got to know the other side of me. You know, that I actually do have brains. You know, and that's what I had to struggle with for so many years. But yet also with beauty pageants, you know, we all have they have this thing. Would say, you have to be a certain height, you have to have a certain look. And then back then, for you to win, you have to have a weave. I got turned away from South Africa. And I was I had an automatic entry.
Because you'd won Miss Soweto.
Let me tell you, they turned me away. Because? And I found out today that actually wasn't supposed to happen.
Why did they turn you away?
They said to me I was about two centimeters short.
Oh.
I've actually lost gigs where they actually said to me, "No, she's too skinny." Yes, she's way too skinny. She looks young. About 3 or 4 gigs.
Okay.
You know. And I know lots of people are always saying, well, why would you complain about being skinny? I mean, skinny is an in thing. But actually, we do struggle. I get tweets from girls that say, "I am too skinny. How do I gain weight?" Because nowadays, when you're too skinny, no, it's more of a European look. You know, we want... It's very confusing, actually.
It's very confusing.
Because you on the other side, they'll say you're too big.
You're too big.
And then I come on, no, she's too skinny. No, we want someone with
what
a
do
bit
you
of
want?
You know?
What do you want from us?
Funny enough, my first shoot was when I was 13. And I think before all that, I'd been a person who would never thought, first of all, that she'd qualify to be in a magazine, only because you had other girls make you feel like you weren't pretty. When girls are making you feel that you are not cool and not worthy of being, you know, loved by every other person around, is something else. When you question yourself as a person, I think for me, there were girls that were mean. But I'd always have to go back and remind myself of the love that I got from home, because my mom kept me strong.
I'm such a loser.
No, you're not a loser because you're crying. You're cleaning your eyes.
You know, watching that, she spoke about, you know, like she said, you know, you start questioning yourself, you know, and I started thinking about when I was trying to break into this industry, you know, and that was via Soweto TV. It was hard, Anele, and that's why I become so defensive when people mock me or try and make fun of what I'm, you know, what I'm trying to do, you know, because I feel like you don't know my journey, you know. I worked so hard to be where I am. I worked for a station that was so good to me, but I worked for a station where, you know, the roof was leaking, where people made fun of the station, like, where is this going? This is a joke, you know. And every day you go back home, you watch TV and you see someone on S1 or you see someone on Vuzu, and it's, but that's where I want to get to. What's the problem, you know? Is it me? And I remember, you know, I had moments when I was on the LKG show, and I've never spoken about this with my producer, and I would tell him, I'd be like, dude, I don't think I'm that smart. You know, and I would cry. I would cry. It's just people from the outside, you know, the way they made you feel. And maybe because people would make fun of the fact that it's Soweto TV. People would say, you're not going to go anywhere. Ulapo.
And do you know what would surprise a lot of people is the hardest person on myself is me. You know, and people don't realize that I crucify myself after a show or after an MC gig or something, and I don't know what it is, and that maybe psychiatrists will have to jump in here and, you know, give me the medical term for it, but I always play what could have gone wrong. So leading up to something, I'm never, you know, scared or nervous or whatever. Like, I've got the right amount of jitters and just excitement, but afterwards I'm so mean to myself. Like, oh yeah, and at that link, why did you say this? You should have said this. It would have sunk better. It would have gone better.
I'm also like that. But do you also think probably the people outside contribute to that? You shredding yourself into pieces?
Do you know what it is? It's the what could have gone wrong to cause people to then come after me, you know, because whilst I'm at a place where I'm happy with the result, and you know, the people who matter, you know, are happy with the result. I think the 10-hour fear is, oh my word, had I gotten it wrong, I would have been toast for the next 2 days. And, you know, and people are nasty.
But we all like that.
People are mean.
People are mean.
Yeah,
you know, and you cannot ignore that, I think. But also you have to grow a thick skin.
Yeah, no, yeah, and this is the thing, it's like the thick skin. Yes, you've got a thick skin for what other people say to you, but inside of that skin, it's you. And if you are as critical as what I'm trying to say, like that I am with myself, then, you know, then it's, I don't know, the bacteria is hitting on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter what you have to say on the outside. Trust me, there is nothing you could say to me that is nastier than what I've said to myself before.
A love the fact that South African women, we're all different shapes, sizes, arrays. And the identity of a South African woman is a very strong woman, that I can tell you. We have mamas who have held it down from years back, you know. Some of them are acknowledged, some of them are not. But more than anything, a South African woman is a powerful woman. She is a woman who will do things do or die in terms of the fact that she holds down the home. I think, and unfortunately, with the state of the way our own South African men are going, I can honestly say that we are women with heart who are very strong in terms of being able to keep it together even when the cookie is crumbling. We have some powerful women who are doing some amazing things out there. But more than anything, what I love is we're going into an age where the identity of a South African woman is a powerful woman, not only the bounds of SA, but beyond the bounds of SA. We're now at a point where we are identifying ourselves as key players in the world somewhere, somehow. And that is the South African woman.